Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Michael Bossier. I'm here to honor Todd Smith and to bring him into the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame. I played with Todd for a couple of years when he first played in the Manitoba Senior Baseball League with the Manitoba Red Sox in 1988 at the age of 19. Baseball ability ran in the family. His dad, 3 uncles, and brother all played in the MSBL with Manitoba for most of the time. That first year I remember him as a little guy with glasses, a big smile, a pretty good glove, and a big arm. With Kerry Lowe at second base, he played shortstop. They formed an awesome double play combination. By the time he started playing senior baseball, he had already competed in a number of interprovincial championships, including the Western Canada Games and then the Canada Games in 1989. In the 4 years he played in the MSBL, he was first team All-Star twice and second team All-Star twice. In 1991, he won the batting title with an average of .442. He attended the Bismarck State College for 2 years and then the University of North Dakota. And in 1993, the Fighting Sioux won the NCAA Division II National Championships. His coach described him as one of the best shortstops he'd ever coached. In 1994, he tried out for the Winnipeg Goldeyes and made it to the inter-squad game where he was 2 for 4 at the plate. He impressed Goldeyes coach Doug Simonuk enough that his recommendation earned him a spot with the Chillicothe Paints of the Independent Frontier Semi-Pro League. He played with the Weyburn Beavers in the Saskatchewan Baseball Association for the next 2 years. In 1995, he was team MVP, had the highest batting average on the team, and was second in the league in average. And he was also second team All-Star shortstop. The next year, the Beavers won the Canadian Senior A Championship, where Todd was second in MVP voting. In total, Todd played in 8 provincial championships, 8 Western Canadians, and 5 national championships. He was a member of the Manitoba Red Sox team of 1986 to 1990 that was inducted into the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame in 2012. And a 1993 UND Fighting Sioux team inducted into the UND Hall of Fame in 2006. Unfortunately, Todd passed away in 2019. I'm very proud to name Todd Smith as the newest member of the Manitoba Baseball Hall of Fame. Todd's brother Darren will give the response.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Darren Smith, and I'm Todd's older brother. I had the immense pleasure and honor of sharing the ball field with Todd from the time we were young all the way up through our college days at UND. So it's my honor to be able to give this response on behalf of him. I know he's looking down right now and probably saying, "You better get this right." But he'll be laughing too, because he'll be saying, "You better get this right or Mom will be upset." Thankfully, we are honoring Todd because of his ability to perform under pressure, so hopefully he gives me some of that for tonight. I'd like to thank Mike for doing an excellent job of covering Todd's baseball career. It's hard to put into words just what he was able to accomplish in the short time that he did have, and I would like to thank Mike for that. I'd also like to thank Al Robertson for nominating him, and all the people involved with the Baseball Hall of Fame, the board of directors, the committee, staff and volunteer, and everybody with this banquet. It's true dedication to the sport of baseball in Manitoba, and it should not go unrecognized. So thank you for all of that. Being an athlete, you always say to yourself, you have to be good to be lucky, and lucky to be good. And Todd had both. He was lucky, but he was good. And when he was lucky, he took advantage of that to become better. What I mean is, being a Smith from Manitoba, you had expectations as a baseball player. And it was great, because that pushed Todd to be better. And we took honor and pride in being a Smith from Manitoba. And a lot of people recognized us from being Smiths from Manitoba. People in Riverside, Canucks and Brown Cloverleafs might disagree, but we liked it. The other thing is, he was always tried to get better. And so tonight I'd like to sort of help honor the people that tried to get him to that next level each stage of his life, of his baseball career. You might want to listen to this, because Mom might get angry. First of all, I think part of the reason we're here is our parents. Now, Dad was naturally gifted at baseball, playing with T-Can and whatnot. But Mom was in the background, and I think it was Keith Forsyth that said, we didn't have any stats. We didn't need to worry about that with our mother. She had every stat from start to finish. And it was great to be able, now that we're older, to look back at that and see that. So we would like to thank her for that. I think she may have also said something about enjoying washing baseball uniforms, scrubbing baseball uniforms and socks. So for all you baseball mothers, thank you for doing that as well. When Todd was young, he had great coaches. Our father and Denny Smith. And in Hamniota, that was the other part of being lucky. You're in a town that was known as the baseball capital of Manitoba. So Dad and Denny would take us to that little diamond by the horse sheds or whatever, teach us the skills, show us for 2 or 3 hours, and then they would disappear. And as kids, we never paid attention where they were going. We didn't care. We just wanted to keep playing. And that's what we did. And then they would come back, and we would still be going. Todd kept working at that his whole youth. Every day he tried to become a better player, better hitter, better fielder, and all of that. When he got to about his early teens, he started getting noticed from people in other towns. And that's when he got coaches like Lefty Hendrickson and Alec Campbell in Brandon. They took him to a different level. From there, in his middle teens, late teens, then it was Morgan Pena that he found really helped him. After that, it was Al Robertson with the Red Sox, and then Todd and I went to Bismarck State, and there was Brad Walsh, and at UND, Gene Roebuck. So I'd like to thank all of those coaches for helping Todd reach the level that he did. Now, this all happened at a time, without cell phones or iPhones, whatever. And that's what I think really makes a difference when we were younger. Was Todd spent all of that time becoming a better baseball player. Now, baseball did give Todd a great opportunity to travel all over Canada and the United States. He met a lot of different people, and to the end, he was always contacting. Speaking of the College World Series, it was 30 years ago this week. We were down in Montgomery, Alabama. And I mentioned to our UND teammates that Todd was being inducted, and we had a good chat about that. And they all miss him as well. Todd benefited greatly from the game. And it's hard to really thank everybody. So if you had any part of Todd's baseball career being a coach, a teammate, a fan, an opponent, like I said, playing against Riverside and Brandon were great motivators for trying to get better and beat them. We would like to thank you for that. We would also like to recognize Todd's family. Todd's two daughters, Tatiana came from Denver and Haley from Corvallis, Oregon. Along with them, I would like to thank all of you for being here and helping our family honor Todd with induction into the Manitoba Hall of Fame. Thank you.